probando si se escucha bien, pero bueno. Bienvenidos a todos, aquí directito especial Halloween de nuevo. Capítulo 2 con Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. La noche de sangre. Empezamos fuerte, como lo dejamos el otro día. Bueno, resumiendo el anterior capítulo, fue bueno. Paranoias de este hombre, pensaba que le iban a envenenar o algo y bueno, entre otras cosas. Hubo un secuestro y nada. Ahora seguimos el caso del secuestro. Lo que pasa es que ahora estamos en el puerto, la zona chunga. Está todo oscuro, o sea que guay. A ver. Vamos a preguntar a los transeúntes.
Oh, you are fortunate. I will help you.
Ah, qué bien, saben quién es. Vale, tenemos ya el Alan Wake 2. Quiero acabar este. Y una vez que lo acabe, me meto con el Alan Wake. El 2, que tengo muchas ganas. La verdad es que cuando salió en su momento el año pasado no lo compré, porque me parecía muy... O sea, voy a hacer claro, me parece muy caro que te vendan un juego digital por 80 euros cuando encima estás comprando la licencia de mierda. Y nada, aquí estamos, haciendo un poquito de contenido para la comunidad y nada, creando una familia bonita. Por lo normal, ¿no? Una gran comunidad. Uy, aquí se sale. Hola.
Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
Vamos a observar.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier, next to the dockyard.
Observemos. A ver. Labios cortados. Manchas de vómito. Esta tiene algo, Barriga un poco hinchada. Hostia, ¿paliza? Hostia. Creo que está intentando ocultar el embarazo, No sé si intenta ocultar el embarazo o... No sé si es consciente,
Miss, what if I told you that you are in the family way?
No, really? Oh, thank you, sir. How would I, a simple woman, have ever known without your help? It must be a
Ya lo sabe
doctor.
ella.
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. Would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
Ah, que no quiere que se sepa, joder. Bueno, hostia, tenía que haber pensado que en aquella época...
My colleague and I are seeking a burly man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
Toma.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
Ah.
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the pool.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
Ah. Bueno. Retrato del personaje de la camarera. Bueno, no sé. Me lo puedo preguntar a los transeúntes. Sobre las pistas. Coño, hemos salido. Uy, ¿qué le pasa?
May I ask you something?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Espera, espera, espera. ¿Y si yo te meto esto?
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, sorry, I know.
¿No? Ah. Por cierto, yo llevo sin guardar, vamos. Guardemos, guardando. Por si acaso. Está durmiendo. A ver, ¿por dónde cojones voy? Mira, está picando.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Aquí nadie sabe nada nunca, tío. Pues lo de chavales. Joder, macho, tienen las camas aquí fuera como si... Sangre, embarazo. Yo me estoy metiendo por... Yo que sé dónde me estoy... Uy. Hola.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Lo vamos
Sadly,
a encontrar.
no. Well, not yet. I want to speak to Dea.
Amma, my mother. She got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at a, warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job.
Ah,
He
un
paid him
collarcito. Mira qué
a
bien.
necklace.
Do you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the, shrine. I tried to sell it to buy Amma medicine, but
Ah, ¿y por qué nadie lo compra?
no one wanted to buy.
How would you describe this Soulsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
Don't go anywhere.
Pistas, pistas.
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
De chapado, ¿no?
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
Oh, manda un logro. Perfil notorio. Descubre qué le ha sucedido al hermano de Nepalí. Ah. Qué bueno. Que te dan logros por la cara.
I should have helped Amma put out the posters. If she hadn't been in
Bueno,
this...
vámonos. A ver qué encontramos. Vale, el secuestro. El desaparecido del hermano. Joder. Se multiplican los casos al mismo tiempo. Eso es lo bueno que tiene estos juegos, ¿sabes? Que son tranquilos de tardía, de chill. Y te lo tomas con calma al final. Encima quería haberlo acabado la semana pasada, pero empecé encima tarde por entre que... Uy, esto tiene mala pinta. Hola.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, can't help you.
Vale, ¿dónde está Kimihia? El retrato no tiene nada que ver. ¿Esto tiene algo que ver? Nos falta información, ¿eh? Para hacer una conclusión. Oye, yo no he visto el mapa. ¿Dónde coño estoy? Ah, por la chabola. ¿Soy yo? Vale, así la maldita que yo vení por aquí. Luego si sigo recto, sigo por aquí. Vale. Voy a mirar el otro lado.
Excuse me, just one question.
Está
I
meando.
can't tell you because I don't know.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry, I know nothing.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, I know nothing.
Yo, aquí la gente no sabe nada. ¿Y de esto
May
qué?
I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, I know nothing.
Are you able to help me?
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know
Vale,
anything.
este señor está en los muelles.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
¿Dónde es por ahí? Hola.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
A mí me dicen vete por ahí, ¿sabes? Pero no me indican dónde. Uy. Un gatito. ¡Está coño! Se pone en medio. Vale, yo he venido de aquí. Pero aquí no hay nada. Mira, como esto va rápido. Uy. Voy a preguntarle otra vez a la señora.
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty lout with a
Ese sabe
silver
mucho.
ball in place of a missing eye.
I shudder to ask, but where does one find a dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him.
Vale. Bien, la zona del puerto.
May I ask you something?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Fíjate, tú ya hemos preguntado, falta esto. Necesitamos encontrar al otro. Me han dicho que está en el puerto.
May I ask for your assistance?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Pulpo. No hay a la cazuela. Estás un salteado. ¿Dónde? Mierda. Quita. Yo, me encanta mucho la estética del Londres de 1800, ese tipo victoriano, o sea, me encanta un montón. También porque fue un cambio de general de todo, ¿no? O sea, porque probablemente en aquella época Inglaterra estaba, bueno, estaba fuerte. Teniendo en cuenta lo que tuvo las colonias, aunque bueno, ya vino de la guerra, o sea, tampoco. Cosas de temario.
Is this familiar to you?
You're lucky to find me.
Ah, ¿tú sabes algo? Vale, al parecer el señor que buscamos está en los muelles.
Excuse me, just one question.
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Están montando aquí. Los Sherlock de antes me acuerdo yo que eran bastante más limitados, pero ojo, algunos
May I
se
ask
traía,
for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Desde que sacaron los remakes, o sea, la nueva versión, o sea, cuando sacaron el primero que era la versión joven y eso, porque eso es remake, eso es remake del que salió en su momento, ¿sabes? Hace años que han mejorado, gracias a Dios, ¿sabes? Dices, coño, han mejorado, Estos son los muelles, ¿no? Espérate, ¿qué hay ahí abajo? El muelle 3.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Muelle 3 es aquí. Pero fíjate tú, hay más cosas en el otro lado, No. Por aquí no. Los mapas suelen ser grandes,
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy.
Oh, not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the fourth person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, and I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
Now, where was I?
Vamos a ver. Pistas. ...1,67, joder, yo soy más alto. Pero mucho más alto. Uy, este tiene pasta. Agente corrupto, ¿no?
What are you on about? Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
Have you seen this before?
My card? Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
Uy.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Gidves, right before he vanished. His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up. That boat explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while. Wonder why people are going missing. Puts a man on edge, you know. I could do with a pint of the Cursed Mermaid. With the thought of walking in this fog.
Moskva. Sounds like this ship was from the
Y
east.
viene.
My money is on a loose cigarette or a discarded match. One careless throw, and boom.
Uy. Hostia.
I need a little Dutch courage to walk in this fog. But I'd have to walk through the fog to get to the pub. That's just cruel, that is.
It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy.
A ver, el señor lo hemos encontrado. Pero ya no quiere hablar conmigo. Estás bastante cachondeo, tío. Uy, almacenes. Cerrado. Es una buena pregunta. ¿Quién lo secuestró? No se sabe.
Dutch courage to walk in this fog. But I'd have to walk through the fog to get to the pub. That's just cruel, that is.
How can I help? I could try and flag someone down.
Pero se ha bugueado. Se ha bugueado ahí. A ver, vamos a ver.
I'm sorry about my English. I try hard, but the rules don't make sense. It's stupid.
No encuentro a la mujer, tío.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
What can I get you?
A ver. Ah, el testimonio es claro, es que son 3 testimonios. Sabe, él sabe. Que no me engañe. Corrupto. El rey Soldi es el cómplice, claro que es el cómplice. Tengo pruebas.
What are you gawping at?
¿Qué te pasa?
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that? And how do I fit in all this? Sorry.
Mr. Soul...
There.
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though.
No.
Boulder Dash. Sorry, you...
Mr. S
¿Cómo?
A man named Dirty Summers...
What? Boulder...
El chico Metropalí no cuenta, güey.
A man...
What? Boulder...
¿Cómo?
A man...
What? Boulder...
Mr.
And how do I fit? Sorry.
Mr.
And how do I...
Mr.
Tiene que haber un orden.
And...
Mr. A man...
What?
Your calling card was found at the crime scene.
Ah.
That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious.
Espera, espera, vamos a centrarnos. ¿Cuál es el secreto de Soapy? Elige una prueba.
It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income. I'm sure Scotland Yard will be delighted to investigate further.
All right, stop. Look, it's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
Yes, I know, Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that. On my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall, but I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
He's a regular at the Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
Ah.
I need a little Dutch courage to walk in this fog. But I'd have to walk through the fog to get to the pub. That's just cruel, that is.
No me paro, es que no me paro a leerlo y a pensarlo un poco con detenimiento las pruebas. Voy muy a saco muchas veces. Hay que pensar un poquito, espérate. A ver, el pub. Vamos al pub ahora. Tengo que ir al pub, a ver qué pasa con el pub de los huevos. Vamos al pub. Se supone que hay almacenes donde están marcados que supuestamente no hay vigilancia. Bueno, vamos a ver. A ver, me voy al pub. A ver si hay algo nuevo. ¿No me puede decir algo la de la cámara? Hola. ¿Usted sabe algo?
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about Dirty Summers than you're letting on?
I have nothing more to add, sir.
No. ¿Cuál es el delito y quién lo ha cometido?
Enough. I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised. So what?
Elige una prueba. ¿Qué relación tiene con el camarero?
A customs officer, Roy Soulsby, testified that Summers was a regular here. You must know something about his business.
All I know is his drinks order.
Sí.
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
Nothing of the sort, but that doesn't mean that there won't be consequences for your silence. Everyone knows you happily served Summers and his crew. Should the police come knocking, you'll be the one going away. And none of us wish to see you raise a child behind bars. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private...
Hola. La hemos amenazado con el
to
niño.
recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key. Go and do what you will. Just leave me out of it.
Ahí, dame la llave, coño. ¿Dónde voy? Ah. La sala privada del pub. Ah, mira. Ah, coño, había una zona. Uy, ¿qué es eso?
The hairs on the back of my neck stood up. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up.
Oh, ¿qué es esto? A ver.
5 shillings. That won't go far.
5 chelines suficientes. A ver, factura, número, vendidos, Summer, cargamento, lona, empaquetado de caja de madera, cantidad 50 cajas, total 22 kilos. Uy, esto, ¿es esto?
Strange symbols. I don't recognize them.
No, yo tampoco los reconozco.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie? If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
¿Qué cosa?
Never heard of it. Doesn't look like anything to me.
What did you see of Summer's work here? He was recruiting people?
It was like the whole world came through my door. People of all creeds and colours, but always strong, always tall. They seem like workers or journeymen. Beyond that, there's not much more to tell. I took his money and let him be.
And this lasted how long?
Several weeks, I wager. After the incident the other day, it seems customers are staying at home.
Normal que se quedaran en casa. Vale, ¿qué tenemos? ¿Qué tenemos? Facturas y testimonio. Vale, parece ser que tenemos más pistas. Símbolos extraños, ¿eh? Vale, el testimonio caje, la factura también. El sucio. Summers el sucio ha contratado hombres para labores del depósito, especialmente para transportar cajas de lona. Es probable que los secuestrados sigan en el depósito de lona, que debería estar marcado con pinturas rojas. Vale. Me voy aquí. Está pegando fuerte la lluvia, ¿eh? Es probable que esté en el depósito de la lona. Ah. Vale, estamos... Vale, estos son los muelles. Y esta es la zona del almacén. Vale, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver, esto está marcado con pintura.
Unlikely that this warehouse has the goods. Unlikely that this warehouse has the goods.
Es improbable porque...
Wrong warehouse. Nothing to see here.
Te digo la verdad, me da a mí que es el otro. Es el grande, seguro. Este. ¡Uy! Hay que abrir. ¿Cómo va esto? Vale, hay que subirla. 2 más, 1 más. Y te diría que 3 más. Vale. Ay, mierda, le he dado sin querer. A ver. 2 más, 1 más y 3. 2 más, 1, 2, 3. Te diría que sí. Oh. Casi. Hay que rebajarlo. Hay que rebajar 1 y 2. Una. A ver. Otra más. Una más. Joder. Ahora sí. Oh, qué bien. Máquina que soy.
Really, Holmes, this ought to be beneath you.
As my brother would say, it is for the greater good.
Mira.
Layers of rust will prevent any movement. This crank saw some use. Good quality, but torn in many spots. Mold. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out.
Oh.
Fit for a crank. Well oiled and well maintained.
Es un mecanismo elevador. Necesitamos una palanca, ¿no?
It's stuck. No one's used it in a very long time. I can't do it with my bare hands.
Claro. Uy. Es un pasaje secreto, espérate.
A hidden
If we stay
passage,
out much longer,
just
I'm going
as
to
I
need some
expected.
supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Mira. O sea, si continúo por aquí. O sea, ¿nos queda algo más? O sea, porque tenemos el mecanismo, o sea, que yo sepa, no. No. A ver.
a couple of marks on this end. The scratches are fresh, left by something metallic.
O sea, alguien entró aquí. O sea, alguien entró. O sea, pero ¿cómo?
The planks were broken with force.
¡Hostia! Hay un logro. O sea, un intruso se coló. Qué fuerte, me parece. Pues nada. Pues había que mirar lo de la cerca, que se rompió y este tío se coló. Se coló aquí. Bueno, vale, pues. Algo menos. Algo hay más ahí. Vale. Vamos a continuar.
Keep an eye on the doors. I'll scout the premises.
Will do. Be careful down there.
Yo me ocupo. Vamos. Las catacumbas. Vamos a ver si encontramos aquí. Hola, buenas noches. Bienvenido. Qué mal rollo.
Wait. What's happening?
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo? Yo estoy gastando al jamacuco. ¿What? ¿Cómo? ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Qué es esto?
What is this place? Where am I?
Bueno, bienvenidos al mundo de la Yuppie. ¿Qué es esto?
Strangely cold. Something is missing.
Falta.
Strangely cold. Something is missing. Strangely cold. Something is missing.
¿Cojones? ¿Dónde cojones estoy yo?
Strangely cold. Something is missing. Strangely cold. Something is missing.
Como que le falta algo, no sé.
This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion?
Claro que es una ilusión.
Only way forward is the abyss.
El único camino hacia adelante es el abismo. Vale. Y esto le falta algo. Vale, el único camino. El abismo. Me tiro. ¡A la mierda!
Phew, I didn't die.
Mira.
It is icy cold and pulsating.
Está helado y palpita. ¿Cómo que está helado y palpita? ¿Qué cojones es? ¿Qué puta fumada es esta? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Dónde estoy? ¡Hola! ¡Mira! O sea, que me tiro a lo bonzo.
My heart, be calm.
Oh. Ha estado aquí el nota. Ha entrado. Oye, ¿puerta? Cabrón. Oye, cada vez que abro esto se va a la mierda. Oye, ¿y si me tiro? ¿Pasa algo? Pregunto, ¿eh? Ah, no pasa nada. Esta gente se está... Uy. Una cosa. ¿Por qué se está yendo a la mierda la gente? Reinicia todo. Ah. Ah, cabrón. No, ¿esa no te mola o qué? Espera, un momento. No puedo correr, se cierra. Espera que llego. Ya llego.
Now I am somewhere else. How? It's harder to breathe here. What is that?
¡Al turrón! Sí, me ha comido y me ha transportado a otra zona. Porque le ha salido del pepo. No, yo he venido de aquí. Abajo, duermo. Esto, escúchame, yo esto no le veo yo mucho tulum. Hay otra puta puerta ahí. Ahora sí que se está poniendo más. Ahora sí que se está poniendo especial hack. Vale, por aquí no se puede. Vale, voy por aquí. Y me voy a meter por este caminito. Ay, hostia. ¿Cómo? ¿Y ese signo?
It's like it stares right through me.
Sí.
It's like it stares right through me.
Joder, esta puerta no se abre. Claro, eso te atraviesa con la mirada. Y a mí este me lleva hasta aquí. A ver. Esto no tiene nada que ver.
It's like it stares right through me.
Para, tengo que hacer el moonwalk.
Head is already spinning. When will this end?
Entonces, yo me he metido aquí en el mundo de la piruleta. Uy, hola. Vamos a ver, espera. Aquí hay una... Vale, necesitamos dos.
There are two recesses.
Hay dos recovecos, necesitamos los dos. Vale, ¿dónde coño están? Espérate. Bueno, vamos a esta puerta, a ver qué hay. Hola, buenas tardes.
On my head. What just happened?
Vale, no está. En esta. Uy.
It's rather frustrating.
Hostia, no será el típico que tengo que seguir las huellas.
Stench.
¡Hola! Mira, tenemos uno.
Strange stone. It almost feels alive.
¿Viva? ¿Te has visto esto? Mira los dibujos todos chungos. Porque hay un pulpo, tío. Qué mala pinta tiene esto. Qué jodido ya, perro. Voy a hacer el mungo o algo. Vale, tenemos una. Mira.
Oh, that is truly revolting. Frozen and pulsing, almost like it has a heart.
No voy a enfrentar aquí a un bicho, ¿verdad? Me estoy rayando un montón.
Did I get out? John?
¿Cómo?
What is it, Holmes?
¿Cómo? Cadáver del altar. Joder. Ya se está poniendo intenso. Y bastante intenso, ¿eh? Pues voy a tener que buscarlo porque el otro está en el mundo de la Yuppie. Hemos bajado. A ver.
Watson.
Holmes, where are you?
Coño. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Cuánta gente tiene esta gente secuestrada? Qué mal rollo.
Holmes, are you all right?
Fine. Watson, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Fine? By Jove, you should have heard the way you called out my name.
It was just a game of shadows.
Yo, la cara que lleva, se está volviendo el paranoico ya. Gracias a esta barba.
I'm glad. This place gives me the chills.
Eso digo yo,
Something that's finally interesting.
¿Cómo?
Did you hear that, Watson?
I hear you.
Kianak, Flegethor, Lebumna, Siaha, Inguft.
¿Cómo?
Finglui, Maglanafa, Cthulhu, Rilia,
¿Cómo que Cthulhu?
Waganagal, Fatagan.
What on earth?
How is that possible?
Escucha. Cojones. Esto es Cthulhu. ¿Esto es un culto a Cthulhu? Hostia, los sacrificios, chaval, que tienen un montón de asco. Vamos a buscar con las pistas.
At least 2 dozen pendants, all identical and made of tin.
¿Esto qué es?
Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood. An American passport. Amos Colby.
A ver. Amos Colby, pelirrojo, castaño. Fecha de nacimiento del 20 de abril del 52 en Boston. Una criatura marina, quizás un pulpo. Un pulpo, dice, ¿sabes? Lo voy a encontrar aquí a Capitulo. ¿Eso es una daga?
I've never seen a pattern like this before.
Yo tampoco.
Old blood stains.
Esto es un rito, ¿eh?
This box contained a narcotic substance, much like the one in Kimihia's bracelet.
Uf, es verdad, lo del narcótico, cuando hizo la bolita.
This box contained a narcotic substance, much like Black Edelweiss Institute, established 17-something. It seems made for simple experiments. I wager they could not afford a better set. Cyanosis of the lips, marks on the neck. This man was strangled. His abdomen is severely bloated.
Hombre, desconocido, no sabemos ni quién coño es él. No sabemos, no sé quién coño es. A ver. Me cuadra, me cuadra. Pero aquí tiene que haber más pistas, ¿eh?
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues.
¡Hola!
What on earth? It looks like the scribbling of madmen.
¿Coño se están montando, tío? Me cuadra, me cuadra. Yo por lo que veo tiene pinta de que había gente. Sí, sí, sí. Aquí estaban adorando algo.
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residue. Miserable food, mass-produced. Deep scratches left in a frenzy. The strength it would take to carry this crate, let alone break it. A small bloodstain, but not serious.
Sacaron a alguien, se pegaron. Me cuadra. Vale, fíjate tú que nos quedan aún unas pistas más. Y hay bastantes harapos, ¿eh?
These clothes are missing buttons. They were forcefully removed.
Lo quitaron.
Dumpra, a staple of lecturemen's attire in Nepal. Gathered from dozens of
Se está
people
añadiendo
at
gente de
the
Nepal,
very
tío, no
least.
entiendo nada.
I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations. I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations.
Seguid. No tiene pinta que se lo van quitando, ¿no? La ropa ahí. Abajo hay algo.
Who are these people?
Es una buena pregunta, tío. Toda esta gente de aquí, ¿dónde ha salido, tío? Pa, 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 para, pa.
Holmes, are you sure you've left no stone unturned?
No, espérate, coño, que aún me queda algo, seguro.
I hope we are close to finding our answers. This place is unsettling.
Hostia, otra vez la cruz, tío.
Someone used mud to draw a cross in a rectangle. Why?
Cabello humano. ¿Qué coño hay? ¿Qué cabello humano hay?
Fine rope work, cut by a finer blade. These clothes were crudely cut off someone. An American, judging by the style.
Puede ser, puede ser. Uy, nos falla uno. Obligaba a la gente... Ah, vale.
Many people were brought to this place. Their abductors stripped off their clothes and discarded them in a pile. The prisoners were kept in a soporific trance by the use of narcotics. A few tried to resist, but alas, in vain. After a few days, everyone was stuffed in a crate and sent elsewhere.
Ah, se os ha llevado a otro lugar.
Only one captive was left behind. He was strangled to death on this altar.
Pero esto es por algún rito.
What the hell is happening, Holmes?
Calm yourself.
¿Cómo?
Cannot be.
¿Qué es eso? Mira, 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 mira.
What is it? Oh my God. Please tell me we found all we needed to, Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
Yet we have no clue as to where those people have been taken.
And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots. How about you pack your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow? Just in case.
Yo, ¿cómo es posible? Hostia, no tienen al perro aún. Yo, qué fuerte. No, hombre, desconocido en el altar. ¿Manda otra ropa nueva? Oh, mira. Vamos a ver, ¿quién es el cadáver? Símbolos extraños, ojo. El hombre desconocido está bien, pero no sé quién coño es. Esa puerta aquí, ¿eh? Buah, le pillaron del culto. ¿Dónde han enviado al secuestrado? Fua. Flor de la nieve. Tengo que ir a Suiza ahora. Vale. Lo tenemos. A ver. Vale, siglo... Esto es del siglo XVIII. Esto es Suiza, esto sería Europa.
Dr. Watson, how does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected. What makes you think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics and Mr. Colby's clue, the cross inside a rectangle.
The
Put two and
cross.
two together, add a dash of research, and what do you get? The Black Edelweiss Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can still catch tonight's train.
Oh, tenemos que ir a Suiza ahora. Susurros en la oscuridad.
As grateful as I have been for your company, Dr. Watson, I'm afraid you shall have to investigate Edelweiss alone.
Hello? Mr. Holmes, I fear you overestimate my abilities.
Nonsense. You are a military man, a bastion of British courage.
I'm no such thing. As a doctor, I avoided most combat, save for one dreadful day. My troop was ambushed in a village with innocents caught in the crossfire. Too many to help.
The man with the rosary. He was one of them?
A translator, yes. We were trapped. 6 soldiers and myself. I thought it was the end. But Lieutenant Paget refused to go quietly. The men prepared for a final stand. I rose to follow, but Paget shook his head. He told me to run. That I had other men to save. They charged,
Qué putada,
and I fled through the rear. So you see, Mr. Holmes, I am a coward.
Está
The
llorando.
logic seems inescapable.
Yes.
You, a surgeon by trade, would have been perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? No.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles tended?
No more than a handful. Truth be told, I have become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Paget was correct. You can cease your self-recrimination.
Holmes, I don't know what to say.
I would start with, I am Dr. John Watson, may I look around?
El doctor. Hostia, el caso de Cthulhu. Oye, pues la cosa se está poniendo intensa ahora, ¿eh? Porque esto ya no es un simple secuestro o caso, ya es un culto. Y de esto hay muchas hipótesis e historias, ¿eh? Sobre los cultos a Cthulhu. Pero el tema de Cthulhu es una deidad cósmica del escritor Lovecraft.
The Edelweiss staff will doubtless be
Tiene varios
eager to
temas,
show off
tiene
their
un montón de
facilities to a fellow
recorridos.
physician.
O sea, tenemos
I have
temario para
already
ello.
taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit.
And what of you?
I shall be pursuing other avenues. Should you see anything troublesome or improper, simply notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself. You know my methods. Apply them.
No, mira. Hostia, va instituto, ¿eh? Mira. ¿Tú te crees? ¿Qué pasa en instituto? Hostia, qué mal rollo. ¿Cómo? Capítulo de las montañas de las demencias. ¿Pero tú te crees que esto es normal? Las montañas de la demencia. Madre mía. ¿Por qué? ¿Cómo? ¿Y por qué soy Watson? Yo no quiero ser Watson. ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo? Come on. Come on. Devuélveme la mirada. Arcan. Arcan. Venimos ahora. ¡Ey! Ese Samu, ¿qué pasa? Estaba de paro. A ver.
My daughter receives the finest treatment money can buy.
Qué bueno el directo de ayer, ¿eh?
I cannot wait to see her.
No visitors are allowed through here. Professor's orders.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please.
Sí, tremendo.
Hey, yes. Hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him. Right. Yes. I was surprised because that man is a celebrity. Yes, that's it. Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to
wish
get
to
the
recuperate,
truth, the
Dr.
more
Watson,
lives
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I
Sala de
would be happy to
examinación.
answer your
Joder,
questions
qué mala pinta.
in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué le ha dado?
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in my
¿Qué es esto? Joder, la cara que ha puesto la otra encima. Joder, qué mal rollo me está dando ya. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Buah, me están llevando. ¿A dónde me están llevando?
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate.
Uy, ¿qué es eso? Joder, me tengo cuidadoso. Me está inyectando algo.
Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. We need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
Medita. Joder, cómo está la señora. Y estoy roncando, desgraciado.
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
Sácalo. A ver. Sí, fueron 30 minutos, pero... ¿Cuánto se tarda en instalar un emulador? Yo lo que no entiendo... O sea, ¿por qué no prepara las cosas? O sea, inicia stream a lo random. Coño, ponte a jugar algo, yo que sé, a lo que te dé la gana. Y ya está. Haces un stream, claro. Este es 1. Este es 1. El último es 1. 3. 3. 2. 2, 3, 3, 1. Dos. 3. 1. Creo que sí. A ver. Y... uno más el otro. Sí, de puta madre. Ábrete sésamo.
A truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
Cámara receptora. ¿Cómo que cámara receptora? Bloque A. Está en investigación encontrada. Hola. Consultorio. Boticario. Ay. ¿Qué tiene aquí esto?
Any
¿Qué es esto?
chemist would envy the quality of this equipment. final product, ready to cure madness or to push one deeper into its grasp.
¿Y esto?
Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication.
Vamos, como que si quieren envenenar, te envenena.
Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
Llévatelo, llévatelo. Maurice. No, Mauricio. Mariana. Oh. Nada. ¿Esto qué pasa? ¿Quién hay aquí? ¿Esto quién es? Hannes Walker. Nada. Lionel Rich había entendido.
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me? The gall, the impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak? I am the great Napoleon.
Bueno, cuidado. El Mauricio,
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
Cuidado con el emperador.
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor boy.
¿Cómo está la gente? Despensa. Podemos entrar... Uy, vamos a entrar en la despensa a buscar cosas. Vamos, vamos, vamos. A ver, te diría que sería 1, 4... 1, 4... 1, 4... 2... 3, 4... 1, 4, 2... 3, 4... Vamos a ver. 1... 4, 2, 3. A ver si acerta más o menos. Uy, por 1. Hay que bajar uno más el segundo. Ah, ese clásico bueno. Sí, no, sí. Yo cuando acabe, estaré así más o menos a acabar este capítulo y me haré de cena y me pondré a echarle un ojillo. Uy, ¿qué hay aquí?
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken.
¿Qué ha pasado aquí? Se han cargado.
A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Oh. ¿Qué es esto? Es una foto.
This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. I can make out the names listed here. Looks like it's still operational.
¿Pero la usan o no la usan? Esa es la pregunta. Uy.
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter? Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. John Sallow, the tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already.
Ah. Un logro. Grato recuerdo. Encuentran libros sobre las tulpas. Las tulpas es lo que necesita uno que yo.
R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here.
Profesora Kikax, he sufrido graves quemaduras químicas en la mano a consecuencia de sus inexcusables acciones. Inexcusables acciones, cuidado. Mi sesión con... ¿Cómo? ¿Eso es una G? Sí, Gerda. Joder, los nombres. Concluyó incluso antes de comenzar. Ah, o sea, concluyó incluso antes de comenzar. O sea, tal como empezó, acabamos. A la todo culo. La pobre estaba tan aterrorizada que se negaba a hablar y comenzó a destruir todo lo que había en la sala antes de dejar que me acercara. Lo que le hizo Gerda no puede ni volver a suceder. Que quede constancia de que considero sus métodos una negligencia bárbara. Si, como afirma con tanto atrevimiento, desea seguir siendo en el futuro de mi institución, debe incorporar mi alto nivel de exigencia. No me vuelva a decepcionar. Profesor Becker, director de Block Otherwolf. La ha metido bronca. Ha dicho.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
Vale, nada. Uy, el barco.
Painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted. Painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted.
No, por aquí no se puede.
I command you to let me out.
Venga, fregar. Vale, pues ya hemos explorado. Tengo que subir. Aquí como que no pasa nada, ¿sabes? Hostia.
There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax. This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance. I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again.
A ver. Mira. Aquí es donde tiene... Aquí está la pizarra. Esta es la sesión de la pizarra. Con los seguidores. Clases con la pizarra. Ay,
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Hostia, hay un guardia de esos chungos. Espérate, me voy por aquí.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Vale, necesito... Igual debería abrir a este señor.
My comrades in Paris shall hear about this.
Esta es la bodega. Por aquí, eso es un montacargas, pero yo no puedo subir aquí.
What was that? Is someone there?
Uy.
I'm sure I heard something. Who's there? Show yourself. Hey, what are you doing?
Me han pillado.
What was that? Is someone there? I'm sure I heard something. Who's there? Show yourself. Hey, what are you doing?
Ah, me pilla porque me pilla, me pilla porque me pilla. Claro, yo arriba no puedo subir más. Ah, por ahí esto.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
¿Por qué no liberan Napoleón o lo que sea? A ver, voy abajo a ver qué encuentro, porque hostia. A ver. He venido de aquí.
My comrades in Paris shall hear about this.
Puede ser que tenga que fabricar algo ahí.
What was that? Is someone there?
Don't you look down on me. Open the door.
Ábrele. ¿Cómo deshacerme? Mira, tengo jeringuilla y esto. Ahí. Una cerbatana.
This should suffice.
Me lo quedo.
They haven't yet made a bullet that can hit me.
Venga, fregar.
I'm sure I heard something.
Ahora les disparo con la cerbatana. Mira. Así se encuentra uno a las 5 de la mañana. Después de una juerga.
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention. At least
Mira,
from a
ahora soy
distance.
doctor. Escucha, que tiene aquí montado esto.
This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London. Manufactured and packaged here.
Está liando aquí mucho, ¿eh? Cuidado con los locos.
Go away, or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails.
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda. Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I merely...
I said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't
Qué
stop me.
agresiva, no. Que se carga la puerta. Joder. Escucha.
They took you away, and I'll never forgive them.
Vamos. Qué maravilla. ¿Esto qué es? Zona restringida. Uy, zona restringida. La zona restringida. Lavandería. ¿Cómo?
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional.
¿Qué coño de muñeca? Mira. Qué mal rollo.
So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on haunted doll watch.
Espera, tengo que entregar a la loca. ¿Eso qué es?
The garments of several dozen people at least.
Joder,
Fabric
macho.
burnt in the furnace.
Esta es la quemada en el horno. Maravilloso. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Un libro?
A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Más pistas. Y tenemos aquí zona restringida. Algo sobresale. Es una cruz.
An orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
Holandés, sujeto del espíritu débil y dispuesto a cumplir órdenes por recompensas percibidas. Compresión fuerte con dosis 0,4 miligramos. Es un coda masculino rumano. Hostia, rumano. O sea, yo por lo que veo son los análisis de los perfiles de los
So
sujetos.
this is
Que
how
tienen
they
ahí
kept the
escondidos.
prisoners docile and harmless.
Anda, dárselo más de uno de eso, que vamos, voy a pillar una fiesta que flipas. Va a haber pajaritos con las dosis esas. Va a decir...
This stretcher was disinfected frequently.
Mira.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel. The doors can be opened for deliveries. These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look.
Sí, sí, he hecho un vistazo. Arañazo normal, la gente estaba aquí dentro, la tienen ahí.
A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident. Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
Se ha suicidado.
Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell. I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. This is the same design as the one from London.
Parece que esos signos son como identificadores o algo, ¿no?
The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous.
Hombre, no,
This
claro.
trip was prolonged and perilous.
Vamos, el que sobreviva vive la fiesta. Vamos a ver. Claro, aquí te traen a alguien. No, traen los ataúdes. Primero, segundo. Se murió, se sigue vivo. Y luego está esto. Mira, 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 mira.
The carriages were back through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey.
No, si uno se lo cargaron.
Dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
Las puertas de enfrente. Vamos a entregar la muñeca a la gente.
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
Esta es la zona restringida. Vamos a ver, yo he venido de aquí. De aquí. Por aquí no puedo ir. Toma, te traigo tu muñeca.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you?
Y está grandecita para tener la muñeca.
Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't you think?
La muñeca le está hablando.
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
Que entonces es Heidi la que tiene el problema.
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time. Too bad. He was nice.
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist.
Joder, con puño de hierro.
De
Suiza, normal.
Sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here,
Es una sádica.
All right.
Tell me all you know about those funny talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted.
Vale, vamos a ver. Hay una lista de pacientes, que ya los tengo. Por estas zonas no puedo ir. Con la tal Heidi ya he hablado.
I was so scared I'd lost you, Heidi.
Nada, no te preocupes. Esta zona ya ha estado, que ahora los pacientes. Esto nada tampoco. Me hablan de unas puertas. Vale, pues nada, tendré que salir de aquí. Esto se tendría que abrir automáticamente. No. No. Se pone acá.
They haven't yet made a bullet that can hit me.
Unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
Hay una lista. O sea, una investigación de un criado que desapareció. Se ha convertido esto en una investigación integral encima del secuestro de masas, ojo, de un culto.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Puerta trasera.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
puerta trasera. Es claro, esto a la gente se lo tiene que llevar por algún lado. En la zona restringida. La lavandería, los bañan. A ver. La entrada trasera. Ahora vamos a ver, recapitulemos. Aquí viene la gente, se los llevan. Los meten aquí, los sedan. Se los llevan. Pu, 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 pu. Los lavan, los quitan, se los llevan por aquí, supongo. Entiendo. Vale. Claro, es que sigue habiendo más zonas aquí. Ahora tienen a los pacientes. Y se los llevan a algún lado, digo yo, ¿no? O vienen de aquí y se los llevan. Claro. Joder. Bloquea. La despensa. Pero la despensa yo no veo que se lleven a nadie. El bloque A. Me dice que hay algo en el bloque B por investigar. A ver. Aquí yo.
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
¿Dónde coño tengo que ir? Cerrado por soldadura. A ver.
It's okay. You don't have to be afraid anymore.
Vamos a ver, es bloque A, bloque B. Algo no me... Es que no me deja pasar. Claro, es que son las únicas zonas que me quedaría por mirar, pero no entiendo. ¿Alguna celda o algo? Pasaje secreto. A ver. Estoy dando vueltas y no sé dónde coño tengo que ir yo aquí. Es el consultorio.
A truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse. Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Qué raro, ¿no? O sea... El bloque B. Esta zona está investigada, en verdad. Pues tiene que ser el bloque B, que hay algo. ¿Hay algo que no me sale en el mapa o...? ¿Qué cojones le pasa al juego? Espera. Vamos a mirar con detenimiento, a ver si hay algo en la pared o algo. Se ha hecho un pasaje secreto, vete a saber. Pues por ahí no puedo. Bueno. Si otra gente los baña o lo que sea. Toman sus ropas y se los llevan. Y aquí los encarcelan. Cerrado por soldadura. Mira.
Scratches. Something has been moved through here. This seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
Vale, ¿ahora qué? ¿Cómo hacer con la llave de la puerta del infierno? A ver, hay un paciente que le... Mira, mira, infiltración con éxito de Watson. Hostia, ¿y si es Watson? La llave, la llave. Pues Heidi. Necesitamos la llave. ¿Sabe algo esta?
I found Hell's Door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her! Look! She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
You're going to be good as new.
Vamos a ver. Heidi. Ah, necesitamos encontrar cosas. Joder. Botones y tal. ¿Y dónde coño puede haber botones y tal? Ahora tengo que arreglar la muñeca, tío. Venga. Y... tengo que arreglar la muñeca cochina esta. Toda chunga. Cojones tengo que hacer con la muñeca ahora. Buscar cosa. Ah, pues voy a volver a ver si arriba encuentro algo. La llave la tiene que tener la... O sea, ¿quién tiene las...?
They haven't yet made a bullet that can hit me.
Realmente, claro, me faltan 2 botones e hilo. Dos botones e hilo. A ver, arriba. Botones e hilo. Como esa es la lavandería. Vale, ya tenemos todo para arreglar a la muñeca.
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi. Everything.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
Yes,
Shut your dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already. She
La
won't
muñeca
speak
habla.
no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
¿Cómo?
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
Esto está maldito.
Look, Gerda, the man is insane! The professor would
Heidi,
ask. Look, Gerda, the man is insane! The professor would treat him like she treated.
Heidi.
Ask.
I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
Ay, no sabe nada.
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell...
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again!
Cuidado con el botón.
Your teeth will make. Look, Gerda, the.
Heidi.
Ask.
Espera.
I found...
Help.
That...
And. Your teeth.
Heidi. A ver. No, no son los secretos. A ver. Nota de prof, la nota. El camino del plan no se bloquea nada.
Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood and bits.
You could.
No.
But then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
But you said...
And now I say tell him!
The professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when you people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi.
Adiós, hombre de Dios.
I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
¿Cómo? Necesitamos encontrar la llave. Ya tenemos todo el plan, ya podemos utilizar al nodo. Vamos, anda, vamos a crear una distracción. Vamos a liberar aquí al Napoleón Bonaparte. Napoleón. Hola. Hola. ¿Qué serían? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Vale. Son... Es uno menos y uno más. Vale. Son, si no me equivoco, serían 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3. 2, 1. 2. Espera. Creo que sería así, más o menos. Hostia, 1, 1 y 2. 1, 1, 1, 1 y 1, creo. ¿Puede ser? Ah, eran 2. Calculé mal el último. Ole, hemos abierto ahí. Hostia, manda un logro. Cerró suministro y barrio. Vale, si lo hago... Si lo hago ya no podré volver. O sea, en principio deberíamos tener todo cuanto nos queda. ¿No? No, creo que está... Yo creo que está todo. No, no hemos dejado nada. ¿Qué cosas? Haz que te devuelva. Ese guardadillo ahí. Y ya está.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
Ya está feita y todo, ¿eh?
Psst. Watson. Over here.
Holmes? What are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Pues le toca hacerlo él, porque el otro está ahí abajo y necesita entrar en la puerta.
Dr.
Sin eso no hay manera.
Visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
Ahora sí me acompaña, por favor. No falle.
Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently.
Ah.
What have we
¿Este es
got
el cuarto?
ourselves into, Holmes?
Mira.
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed.
Hombre, que se sabe, ¿no?
Did a child make these?
Tenían a alguien aquí, ¿eh?
The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another
Estos
patient.
cuadros son como la realidad alternativa esta del mundo yuppie. Que verdaderamente no... Que verdaderamente esto es otro páramo de existencia. Seguro. Mira, parece Hogwarts. O Harry Potter. Ojo, ojo. Hola, estoy en administración. Todo lo que podamos recabar de información es crucial para el caso.
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these. Good lord, that's a lot of records.
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson.
Sí, está de puta madre. Vale, yo he venido de aquí. De aquí están los residentes. Supongo.
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it?
Pasa, picha.
I want them to fly.
Mira, si tienen aquí pajaritos y todo. No para cagar amigo.
No, I don't want to. Why not?
¿Qué pasa? Pelando.
A visitor? No, you shouldn't have come here. Did you see my son? He's such a sweet boy.
Joder, cómo está la gente.
I don't want to guard Block B tonight.
Nadie quiere vigilar el bloque. Habitación del paciente número 2. He venido de aquí. Paciente número 2. ¿Qué pasa, picha?
Struggling to remember something.
Poesía de un paciente. Precioso.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
Vale. Vale, ya hemos ido por ahí. Por aquí hemos venido nosotros. Por aquí ya hemos estado. Vamos al consultorio. Me hago un tour. Coño, que está cerrado.
I can't just leave Holmes here alone.
A ver, si yo ya he venido de aquí. Despacho de la directora. Aquí.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to
Hombre,
see.
Professor,
directora.
I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that
Yo me
escapee.
recuerda la de Wolfenstein.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr
Senor
Wolf can
Wolf.
wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
O sea, uno se repara
Surely
que
there
lo
are
olvide.
other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to
Eso. Lo que parece un cuchillo.
leave already, Doctor.
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, no. I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened.
A ver dónde me va a llevar la loca
Take
esta.
Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room.
No, la chica de la
and the
muñeca,
girl
no.
with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
Hola.
Looks dusty but functional.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs.
Vale, ¿cómo? ¿Cómo la saco? ¿Cómo la saco? ¿Cómo la saco? Pues sea el paciente. Hay un paciente que me pone de Jujihai. Y no es este. Otro paciente que tiene que estar por aquí.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted
Yeah,
to
well,
talk with
I'll
you
go
if you didn't mind.
Ah, Doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right. You don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, Doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
A ver. Yo. Puede ser.
Lord, what did Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh,
Este ni se entera.
never mind.
Yo tengo que sacar a esta señora, tío. Que sería este. No. Vale. Me falta algo más, No sé cuál es.
Excuse me, who are you?
I don't know why I keep doing this, expecting something different.
Claro, tengo que entrar en el despacho.
Did you hear that a patient escaped? All the guards rushed off to find him.
We rarely have visitors here.
Hay que sacar a esta señora del de esto. Me falta información, algo hay.
Get out while you can.
Ese mientras pueda,
One of the patients there whispers to me all the time. He tells me such horrible things.
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. How sad that they're caged here.
¿Pájaros?
Professor Gygax will have much to tell you.
El retrato del... Gabo, ¿cómo la sacamos? Esa es la pregunta.
I wonder how Edelweiss compares to your clinics in England.
La cocina de los huevos.
I suppose it will be one less ungrateful mouth to feed if he dies out there.
Oh, hay mucha cosa aquí. Y luego está este señor.
Sorry, what were we discussing?
Try to fly away. Escape, my little ones.
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months.
The nurses don't believe me. No one helps me.
Yes! Fly! Oh, fly far away from here.
Cojones. Ah. Tampoco tiene mucho más. Hay como unas escaleras. ¿Eso es otro sitio? Esta parte tampoco puedo. Que está cerrado. Y esto es el mapa. A ver. Claro, es un paciente importante, pero... Me faltan... Es que me faltan pruebas. Algo me queda. Algo algo me queda. Y no sé qué me está quedando. No sé qué cojones. O sea, no sé. Que tengo pistas aquí, pero no sé si me queda... Es que yo creo que me queda algo. Yes. Joder, puta. Es la única opción. O sea que la hija de puta se ha quedado al tinglado. Espera.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, I bitterly regret that I let my beautiful alpine flower fall under your influence. I see now that you never deserved to sit as the director of the Black Edelweiss. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
¿Y no? A la carta.
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
Mira cómo se va, mira cómo se va. Está realísima. Corre, corre, corre. Vamos a entrar al despacho.
Nothing special about this.
Ah, nada especial. ¿Eso qué es? Notita. Hostia, más fueron por 12.550 francos suizos.
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after.
¡Oh, un librito! ¿Quién coño es R?
Close, but I don't think this is the key. This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
Muy bien lo del Banco de Nueva Orleans. Muy, pero que muy bien. Ay, Dios mío. Creo que no hay nada más, si no me equivoco. Vamos a la cocina. Traer esa supuesta llave. Ah. Maravilloso.
It's sealed tight. I can't exit the same way.
No pasa nada. ¿Qué hay por aquí? Uy. Uy, parece la clase de pociones.
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old. The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Me parece que los tenían ahí un poco...
The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps. A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
Y están invocando algo, tío. Cuaderno del profesor Gigas. Uy, hemos conseguido un logro. Comprobación histórica. Cthulhu. Lo sigo diciendo, esto es un culto a Cthulhu. O sea, es que no hay otra. Esto es un culto a Cthulhu. Hay una llave, ¿no? Llave reluciente.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair. Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape. A very professional brain dissection.
¿Qué coño están haciendo aquí? ¿Con los pájaros?
Get out of my head!
Your mind festers devoid of soul. Find reverence to the one and tremble.
Lord!
Cleft your surrender your soul and become a servant of madness.
Please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him
Se está metiendo su mente drogado.
awaken and let the
world behold.
¿Cómo?
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
Este tío estaba aquí, ¿eh?
back elevator. How ingenious. Oh, the smell. Dear God, is that body parts? Dear God, is that body parts? Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment. Utterly inhuman.
Estoy flipando. Contempla el abismo. Haz que te devuelvan la mirada. Que nada. Aquí tiene a la gente ya que ya reza ya de todo, ¿sabes? Bueno, pues volvemos otra vez para arriba.
Watson?
Holmes?
What are you still doing here?
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now?
Hush. Let me think. Heidi, how did it end up here?
Hola, Heidi.
The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death. No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat. The patients here wear the same robes.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next.
Vale, vamos a investigar. Vamos a lo que es el plano de mente. Y a sacar conclusiones. Vamos a ver a dónde llevan las pistas de continuación. Vamos a ver. Hay algo de Nueva Orleans. O sea, carta. Una carta de manuscrita. Exacto. Nos vamos. Hay que ir a Nueva Orleans. Varias pruebas señalan ahora a Nueva Orleans. Parece que los secuestradores han enumerado los servicios de ventas en gemas. Casa del banco EW. A Nueva Orleans.
We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste.
Joder, el rito se está convirtiendo ya chungo, ¿eh?
There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes? You seem troubled.
I am not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals.
Me encanta el rediseño que han hecho a los personajes.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such
es el remake de un juego de 2006.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered, let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
¿Dónde estamos en Luisiana, tío? Capítulo 4. Los extraños, joder. Los extraños, verás tú. Nueva Orleans.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why didn't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage!
Madre mía, la que me ha liado.
Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident.
Veo a Sherlock un poco jodido, ¿eh? Pero bueno. Bueno. Me parece que ya lo dejamos por aquí por hoy. Llevamos ya sus 3 horitas y media. Y ya lo iremos. Ya le haremos continuación. Así que nada, agradeceros a todos. Bueno, estamos aquí especial Halloween, que siempre con juegos de terror y tal. Que bueno, que este tampoco tiene mucho juego de terror. Bueno, sí, tiene temas psicológicos y el tema de culto a Cthulhu, eso es un toque bastante fuerte, ¿eh? Porque los juegos que se hace referencia a eso son bastante buenos. Porque el de Shaken City, que también quiero hacerle directo, pero como está el Alan Wake y tal, y hemos tardado mucho, pero igualmente lo haremos, ¿eh? Tendremos tiempo. Y nada, espero que os esté gustando y nos vemos en el próximo directo. A ver, recordad que siempre subimos todos los vídeos en el canal principal de YouTube. Bueno, siempre se agradece ese pequeñito apoyo, ¿sabes? Ir comentando, a ver si estáis jugando a este juego o a otros. Tanto a ver qué juegos estáis jugando ahora mismo, especial Halloween. Al menos por este mes, siempre, pues siempre hace la gracia, porque yo habitualmente, siempre hacíamos el viernes 13, siempre que haya viernes 13 el juego. Que ya no hay ni el tato jugando, pero bueno, eso es otra historia. Y nada, nos vemos en el próximo directo. Disfrutad de los videojuegos y hasta la próxima. ¡Vamos!